Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. My name is Segela. I am back. I haven't been posting for I'm not sure how long, but you wish. But today we are talking to the people who are still at varsity. They have not started working. They don't know how it's like to start the career on the ground, to come and start working on the ground. So that's the conversation that I want to have today. So if you have not subscribed, please support me and subscribe. um yeah, so let's get started. So I still remember, you guys, when I was on my CTA. By the way, I did my CTA full time at NMMU. So I just went straight from varsity to working. I never really went to the VEC to do the VEC work. By the way, for some people VEC work does help, but in myself, like, if I were to be honest with myself, I don't really think it does. It just sells you more of where you should be. It gives you that final push that, okay, this is where I'm going. I've never seen or heard about a person that went to VEC work and they never really decided to go to that particular section. So I was on Tutuka at varsity. So with Tutuka, you don't just choose where to go. You are given options. You have to choose three. Whether you choose by geographic, by sector, and by I can't really remember what else. But by sector, it's like public and private, and you can choose whether you want to go to accounting, tax, auditing, or so you choose those. You don't choose a firm. You can't say I want to go to Deloitte. So those who successfully were able to join the firms that they wanted, you network with them, you keep contact with them, but you don't sign any contract while you are still under Tutuga. You just wait for the final allocation. You don't choose. Actually, when you refuse the allocation, you have to pay back the money that they paid for you to study, because all of those firms, let me not say all, most, they are donors to the Tutuka fund. So if Tutuka doesn't give them trainees, then iba wishy kanjalo. Yeah, bona. So it starts to be problems. So I was allocated. So for those that do not really get allocated, I remember wondering, what is it that I actually want to do? But at CTA or even a degree, you don't really show of these four modules which one you really want to follow. I know there are people who are, for example, my friend loved text so much. Like, she would pass text like crazy marks, and get maybe by 70% and get 30% on auditing. So by the look of the marks and the passion, she was like, okay, I'm probably gonna go to SARS. So she indeed went to SARS. But one thing that people should keep in mind in terms of whatever it is that they are thinking about or that they want to do is which firms or industry that is taking a lot of people. Like, if you are just an average person who just want to pass, you don't have average of 65% or average of 70%, because it would be advisable to go to audit, because they would take you easily. They're not looking at the averages. If you just pass, they take you after an interview and screening if needs be. Some, they don't even do the interview. Even those that do the interviews, they are not crazily difficult. They just want to know a little bit more about the person that they're hiring, not because they are worried about their competence, right? So let's start with the banking industry first. The banking industry, they take few people, you guys. Like, you need to know your story, you need to be one of the elites, like you need to be on the pinnacle, you need to be the best. Actually, they have a certain average that they are looking for, and they are taking very few people, maybe three in the whole of South Africa. For example, Investec, they take few trainees for them. And which other one that I remember? Alan Gray. I remember they were saying that they're only looking for one person. Actually, that year, I was like, yo, how then are they dealing with the applications, right? So you don't want to frustrate yourself. You want to have options, right? So I'm not saying don't go. If you want to go, you must also consider, is there space for you where you want to go? Because you don't want to be in a place where you are saying that wherever you end up going, it's your second best or your last choice. Then you wouldn't even give your best because you don't believe it's something that you love, you just happen to be there. So that is what you are trying to avoid in whatever that is you are thinking about, where you want to go. You love banks, you want to go to the banking sector. Is there really a space for you? Are you the kind of person that they are looking for, right? Are you able to obtain all those averages? Find the information about that. Then there's tax also. They take few people. And even the accounting, the accounting side, they ShopRite and Pick and Pay, and I know ShopRite, Pick and Pay, and they take few people. I only know one person that went to Pick and Pay that I was studying with them, and they were looking for two people actually, the whole of South Africa as first years. So you also want to think about that. Like, if you're going to be only two trainees in the whole firm, the networking, and I'm not questioning that. Are you that type of a person who will survive in that environment? Or you just a type of a person that will need a moral support from other trainees as well? Right. Not that there is no support from other trainees when you are literally the only trainee. It wouldn't be me. I couldn't imagine myself as the only trainee. I really can't. I cannot. I wouldn't have really imagined myself. Sorry, my earrings is doing something that I don't know. Imagine myself as the only trainee. Yeah, no, I can't. I am not that person. I need to learn from my peers as well. I need, like, just not from the second year or the seniors. I need to learn from my peers. What's happening? We need to have a serious discussion with my peers on the same firm. So that wouldn't have been me. Another thing that people are looking for, the money. Salary is the key deciding factor of whether which sections people they want to do, not necessarily passion. But it's not too different from others. I'll post another video on trainee auditor intake. So sorry, CA trainee salary per the industry, because I've seen a plug somewhere. So I'm gonna plug you, and you'll have to watch another video for you to see that. So, but the truth is, you're not going to get rich now based on the salary. Maybe that's what maybe you're thinking that you're gonna be balling, and no, it's not about money, fam. I'm sure there's a couple of people who actually told you that it's not about money. I remember when I was still doing my CTA, and my lecturer would say, it's not about money, SK. It's never about money. And I would like, but you're getting the money. You're just saying that to me. What do you mean? Because you are in the money. And other people had money. But yeah, it's not what I expected it to be. So I had a conversation with my other friend. So what he was saying to me is like, Yana, he went to do the VEC work in because he was undecisive of where he wanted to go. So we both went to our lecturer, and then we asked him, like, how did you decide? What is it that you actually want to do? And then our lecturer said, actually, the whole 3 years might not tell you, like, you might not be convinced of what it is that you really want to do, but you definitely know what you don't want to do. So our lecturer did the auditing articles, and it's not horrible. Some people love auditing. I love auditing. I'm in the audit environment. I love auditing with passion. When I arrived, did I love it? No. Did I have second thoughts or doubts of where I was? I didn't. I just tried to learn, and I became loving it as the more I understood it. Sometimes we're saying we hate things just because we are not doing well in them, or because we do not really understand them. Once you get an understanding of something is when you realize that not so bad actually. It's not too bad. I can live with it. I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. So I chose auditing, and mainly because it gives a lot of options, right? If I were to get a banking client and I audit them, I stand a chance to go and work at the bank. If I were to audit an automotive industry, client that is in an automotive industry, and I stand a chance to be employed in that industry because I've gained the knowledge. Auditing, it's not only, it's also about the accounting. You cannot audit without the knowledge of accounting and understanding of the industry the entity operates, right? So you have to understand how they're accounting for things that are allowed in order for you to audit them. So if you audit, if you want to go to get into banking, you are safe with auditing, provided that you're going to get in a banking a banking client. And if you want to go to automotive, you are safe, provided that you get that client. If you want to come to public sector, you want to go and work and be the CFO of the department of whatever it is, you can come to the public sector auditors, and then and go to the public sector auditors, and then maybe you might become the CFO or whatever it is that you want in the department, because they will require someone who has the public sector knowledge. And so it opens a lot of doors for you, and you actually, and sorry, not and you actually learn a lot when you are doing your articles at audit. Sometimes you audit tax, you understand, you can easily go and work at the tax thingy. I work with SARS, right? And go and consult with one of the consulting firms as a tax consultant, right? So it's auditing gives you a whole lot of idea of where you want to be, should you find something that you love or an industry that you love. So if you are undecided, or you have not decided, right, of what you want to do, I would highly recommend to go to the auditing industry to see whether it works. Well, obviously, if it doesn't work, you can ship out anytime after your articles. You can change and go to and apply for jobs wherever you want to go. And the international market is actually on a hiring spree for the auditors, the chartered accountants, to go and audit overseas, you understand. So there's just a lot of growth and a lot of opportunities. So it opens a lot of doors. I love it because you have a lot of options of what you can do, instead of being confined into one thing. I know a person, right, that they want to do stuff, they want to do tax, right? They love tax and then they want to do tax, and now they changed. They are going to be a trainee again after finishing the articles. They are going to be a trainee in the banking industry, right? So that's not that that is wrong. It's good because he's following his dreams. But you could have started, you would have avoided all that drama had you went to auditing and gotten a banking client, for an example, because your experience is not confined to to one thing, right? So it's just advisable for you to consider auditing. Do you think VEC work, the 1 month of VEC work, actually assist? I really don't think so, because there you're doing hypothetical situations and you don't really see what goes on day to day, of what to expect or what is happening, or what do these people really do. You just get hypothetical situation, this person comes and present this. You don't really go out and speak to the client, like you don't really get to the doing of things. It's just a brief, I can't even call it a brief. It's just like to give you an idea of what is it that to expect, but I don't really think it's enough for you to decide what to do. So after your articles, it doesn't shame. It really doesn't. So that is the end of our video. Why did I choose to go to auditing, and where do I think people should go? You don't want to be confined, and you want to find something. If you are undecisive, go join the masses. Go to the auditing environment. We are happy to welcome you here. Please, if you have not done already so, please hit the subscribe button. Hit it, so that you can get more of my videos. The next one, I'm gonna post about salaries. I'm gonna post about what you can do now to prepare for your next year of in the working environment, and what else. It can be based on requests, because I don't know what else, because I'm only thinking about the things that I wanted to know while I was doing CTA, that I wish I had known before I started working, that would assist. That's why I'm having these kinds of videos. Bye. Love you.